Oh, finalmente tornati su Red Dead Redemption 2, ragazzi. Andiamo. Sono curioso di continuare la storia. Ok. Cosa dobbiamo fare qua? Bill ha bisogno di parlarti. E Pearson ha bisogno di parlarti. Io andrei da quello con l'arco, perché non so se sapete, ragazzi, ma io sono un balestriere. In praticamente tutti i giochi che hanno una balestra, uso sempre la balestra. Payday, tutti gli altri FPS che hanno balestre di ogni tipo, io uso sempre quelle. Sono stato criticato anche per questo, ma sono troppo forte con la
We're gonna
balestra.
starve to death
Ne
up
ho
here,
anche
Mr.
una
Morgan.
vera in casa, quindi...
We're okay. We have a few cans of food and a rabbit. For what, 10, 12 people? When I was in the Navy.
I do not wish to hear about what you got up to in the Navy, Mr. Pearson.
We were stranded at sea for 50 days.
And you unfortunately survived.
Ma
When we
come?
ran away from Blackwater, I wasn't able to get supplies in.
Well, when government agents are hunting you down, sometimes shopping trips need to be cut short. We'll survive. We always have. And if needs be, we can eat you. You're the fattest.
I sent Lenny and Bill hunting and they found nothing.
Well, Lenny's more into book learning than hunting. Bill's a fool. Unless those mountains are full of game that want to read, ain't no wonder they found
Enough of this. We'll go find something. Come on, Arthur.
Wait a second. Hold on. Here. You're gonna need something to eat out there.
assorted, salted offal. Starving will be preferable.
Come on, let's go.
You can't go hunting. Look at your hand.
I can't stay here listening to you two. Look, if there's game in those hills, I'll find it. And you can kill it.
You need to rest, Charles.
You think this is rest? Come along.
Che belli sti pezzati, ragazzi.
You take this. I can't use it, and you'll have to.
Oh, you're joking.
Use a gun, and we'll scare off every animal for miles around. You're never too old to learn, I imagine. All right, let's head out.
Bello, bello, mi piace, mi piace. Frattaglie assortite sotto sale, che schifo, ragazzi. Mamma mia. Mamma mia.
How are you holding up, Charles?
I'm okay, apart from this hand. Stupid mistake.
Still bad?
It'll be fine in a day or two. I just can't pull a bow right now.
I sure hope I can. Never really got the hang of it.
You'll be fine.
So, you reckon we're gonna find something to kill that ain't no Driscoll?
There's meat up here for sure. Pearson doesn't know what he's talking about. Now the weather's eased off a bit, they'll be needing to feed. We'll head up this way. Find some higher ground.
Che belli paesaggi comunque. E poi ho notato che non ci sono pause tra dialogo e dialogo, cioè è un dialogo continuo, mi
Stuck in the
piace.
storm, bringing John back in.
You've had a lot put on you. I wish I could have done more.
I didn't mean it like that, just a lot to think back on.
I still don't really know what happened on that boat.
Me neither. Well, Javier told me a bit, but it sure weren't good.
Ecco, magari quell'albero non è fatto proprio benissimo, però. Le tracce sulla neve sì, però. Cavolo. Sembra un film, raga. Ah, volevo annunciare che porterò comunque anche delle clip di Red Dead Redemption e i segreti più strani che troverò. Magari farò i 5 segreti della regione, come ho fatto, esattamente come ho fatto con The Witcher 3. 5 segreti che vi siete persi a Colter, i 5 segreti che vi siete persi a sti cazzi. Che spero sia una regione. Cosa e dove cazzo hai visto qualcosa? Ah.
There's deer been here. Recently.
How can you tell?
How can you not?
Certo.
We'll track them on foot.
È evidente.
You're gonna
Ah,
need
da
the
qua
bow.
sì. Adesso
Don't leave it
li
on
vedo.
your horse. A gun will scare everything around.
E andiamo a prendere l'arco. Allora, vediamo se mi ricordo. No. Armi lunghe, armi schiena. Ma porca. Ok.
The bow, Arthur.
Ho capito.
Quiet as you can.
Cerca di non
Stay
far
low
rumore, no.
and move slowly. Try to stay low.
Ok.
You see the tracks?
I
Eh
think
no, non
so.
vedo un cazzo.
Maybe not.
Focus.
L'occhio d'aquila? Cosa? Non ci posso credere. Raga, non lo sapevo io sta roba. In che senso l'occhio dell'aquila? Premi RB per seguire le tracce. Ma perché va tutto a rallenti? Cioè l'occhio della... Veramente, raga, io ho deciso di portare tutta la saga di Assassin's Creed sul canale e Red Dead Redemption 2 e quest'ultimo c'ha l'occhio dell'aquila. Io non ci posso credere. Smetti di seguire le tracce. Ma vai in automatico? No. Boh, vabbè. Poi tra l'altro ho sentito, perché me l'hanno detto dei miei amici, che... Dove cazzo è la traccia, no? Ah, qua. Che ci sono degli animali leggendari. Esattamente come in Gun. Gun, raga, per chi non lo conoscesse, è un gioco per la Play 2 che ho citato, mi sembra, nel primo episodio. Eccolo lì il cervo. Allora, quando l'occhio dell'acqua è attivo viene mostrato... Sì, ma...
Are you ready with that bow? Aim for their head or neck. We want a good, clean kill. Take good tension on the string before releasing. Just... Good shot.
Uè!
Now let's try for another.
Sì, dove cazzo lo trovi l'altro cervo? Se scegli chiama per attirare l'attenzione degli animali che sono per scappare attirare la testa davanti alla possibilità di uccidere sotto di me. Sì, vabbè, dai. Ah, lo vedo? È quello lì? Sì. Yes.
You just wounded it.
Che senso?
Put it out of its misery.
Ma...
Careful. This might be our only chance for a good meal.
Ma porca troia. Ma sapete se è scriptato questo cervo? Che cazzo è? Ah, ok. E finiamolo col coltello. Che devo dire.
Done.
Okay, that'll do it. I think that's all we can hear. Okay, I'll go grab the other one.
Dov'è il mio cavallo? Devo girare la telecamera per farlo arrivare? Ah no, sta arrivando. Continua a legare col tuo cavallo per incrementare la portata del fisk. Ah, ok, va bene. Ho capito. Comunque questa missione è stata un po' troppo facile. Secondo me adesso arriva un predatore per romperci i coglioni. Allora, carichiamo il cervo in groppa come se non avesse già abbastanza peso questo povero animale. E saliamo. Com'è che era? No, scusami. No, scusa. Ah, triangolo, è vero. Ok, andiamo da Ciaso. Ho tirato un pugno al mio cavallo, benissimo.
Ready to head back when you are.
Come on, then. Let's head back.
Sì, dai, è troppo... Devo consegnare le carcasse degli animali a Pearson. Questo modo
Nice work, Arthur.
ok, va
Should be
benissimo.
enough meat here to keep us all fed for a few days.
You found him.
I knew you'd be okay with that bow.
Yeah, it's easier when they ain't shooting back.
Quello è
We've
vero.
seen enough of that.
Considering how things were looking a couple of days back, well, maybe our luck is finally on the turn.
Mi sa che
Seems
arriva
to
tipo
me
un
we should be
orso
putting our
o
effort into
qualcosa del
getting off this
genere.
mountain now.
Soon. People are still weak, and you've seen how snowed in those wagons are. They ain't going nowhere until we get some more thaw.
You're probably right. And even if we do get off here, what then? Still have a big price on our heads.
This is a big country. We'll find somewhere to lie low. Dutch and Jose will have a plan. You notice how Pearson's had a bottle in his hand ever since we fled Blackwater? We give the camp cook 5 minutes to grab the essentials and go, and he doesn't even bring a crumb of food.
Good that we caught more than one. A lot of mouths to feed.
And that girl from the ranch now, too, but not sure she'll be eating much.
She has a wild look in her eye.
You would, too. She lost her husband, her home, everything she had.
So what do we do with her?
Once we get out of here and we're back on our feet, we'll see. She might have family somewhere.
So it was O'Driscoll's you ran into there?
Yeah. Last thing we was expecting.
What is it with the O'Driscolls?
You ain't dealt with them? I suppose. Hell, we ain't run into them much the last 6 months. I guess because they've been over this way.
Yeah. I've heard a lot of talk about them.
Well, we've been scrapping over scores with them for years. Big gang. Nasty sons of bitches. Their leader, Combe, and Dutch go way back. And not in a good way. A proper blood feud.
So I heard.
Quindi il capo di O'Driscoll e Dutch, che è praticamente il nostro leader, si conoscono da un sacco di tempo.
Watch
Questo mi
out.
deve pensare. Eccolo lì.
Let's see if we can find another way around.
Non ci posso credere che è un orso, veramente.
You must be
Parla dell'orso.
Stay well back.
He's got a lot of meat on him.
We've got
That's a bad
storms
idea.
like this are the
Have you
worst for
seen the
animals to
size of
sleep
it?
all winter.
Vabbè, cosa devo fare? Dopo la genesi. Cosa devo fare, scusami?
Cut up here, off the trail.
Ma figurati se non ci viene dietro questo adesso.
Yeah,
L'orso ha spaventato il tuo cavallo. Quando c'è un predatore avvicinato... Ah, ok.
it's all right, boy.
Calmiamo il cavallo.
We ain't ever talked that much, you and me. How long you been with us now? 5, 6 months?
Something like that?
Bet you didn't expect this.
What?
Secondo me ce lo troviamo nel
Any
culo.
of this.
Però...
Blackwater mess. Being up here?
Sooner or later, a job's gonna go wrong. Nature of life.
I just thought you might have moved on by now.
You want me to move on?
No. No, not at all. I just know you could run it alone, no problem.
I did that for a long time. I'm done with it. Always wondering if someone's gonna kill you in your sleep.
I still wonder that most nights.
I reckon you're okay. This suits me. Sure, I could fall in with another gang, but Dutch... You know, Dutch is different.
Oh, yes. Dutch is certainly different.
He treats me fair. Most of you do. But for a fellow with a black father and an Indian mother, that ain't normally the case.
Well, we need you now. More than ever.
Good. And how long have you been with these boys? Why ain't you run off?
Me? Oh, 20 years, something like that. Since I was a boy.
20 years?
Yeah. He taught me to read. John, too. Taught me a few other things, him and Hosea.
Huh. I'm sure.
Dutch saved me. Saved most of us. That's why we need to stick by him through this. He always sees us right.
Bella questa figura paterna di Dutch.
He's all right. He'll do for now. I appreciate you letting me take Taima the other night.
She's a strong one. It's been as hard on the horses as on the rest of us. I don't know what Dutch would do if something happened to the Count.
Same with Bill and Brown Jack. He's a drunk, miserable bastard, but he loves that horse.
Huh. I hope they all make it.
I tried to ride the Count once. Bucked me faster than a bull. Won't take nobody but him.
Non è che siamo portati dietro l'orso, no?
I'm gonna hitch Taima over here.
Brought some food back, boys! Come on, let's get these over to Pearson. Thank you for showing me how to use the bow properly.
I only showed you a little. Takes a lifetime of practice to master.
Well, well, well. Just drop it down in here.
What a surprise. Find a camp rat loitering around in the kitchen.
Is that any way to greet an old friend? I feel like we haven't spoken for days.
I do my utmost to avoid you.
He loves me, really. It's his sad way of showing affection.
No, it isn't. Now shoot, get lost.
Well, see you gents later.
See, you got on just fine.
Charles is a wonder.
Have a drink, boys. You earned it.
Jesus, what is that?
Navy rum, sir. It's the only thing. The only thing. Keeps you sane, it does.
Yes, seems to have done a treat on you. You go rest that hand, Charles.
I'll be fine in a few days.
You mind helping me with the skinning, Mr. Morgan? It's easier if we do it together.
Do I get to skin you?
You're always one with the jokes, aren't you? Come on.
This really isn't a job for a man with a burnt hand. I'll see you both later.
You skin that one you dumped on the floor there.
Mi raccomando YouTube, rompimi il cazzo con la scoiatura,
Not too bad, Mr. Morgan. Yeah. They always said you were a butcher. You know, you could trade these or sell these in pretty much any town, if you're looking to make a legitimate bit of money, of course.
Right now, I'm just looking to get off this mountain alive.
Well, if you catch anything else, you bring it to me.
Sure.
Thank you, Mr. Morgan. Heck, Arthur Morgan's first decent bit of hunting, after all these years.
Yeah. Well, we're on the run now. Everyone's got to do their bit to survive. Just make a good stew. Folk need it. It's been a tough few days.
Bene. Perfetto, ragazzi. Compendio aggiornato, benissimo. Ma io posso... Ah no, sono già fatti, non posso più fare niente poi. Va bene. Allora... Anche per oggi è tutto. Ci vediamo alla prossima missione. Ciao a tutti.